I know when I first started cooking or started going to kitchens, it was a time when Pierre was just kind of making the headlines, and he was the bad boy of the kitchen, and his kind of line was, you know, a kitchen is full of the fallouts of society and misfits, and it was true, you know.
It didn't fit in high school, my marks were terrible, and it was just a way to get drunk and high. And then it just turned into like, hey, I'm kind of good at this, and then I'm sure his story's way different.
It was a great program in Nanaimo, where I'm from. The chefs there were really old school, like the old school European ones, and they were just badass, like just scared the shit out of me.
You know, I spent a lot of years working at One Star in Newcastle for a guy called Terry Lairborn, who would be like crazy, like stuff would be flying off the walls and shouting and swearing all the time.
You know, the physical abuse, the mental abuse.
Human resources, in a way, is toned down the abuse, and quite plainly and simply, it is physical, mental abuse. It's almost like a torture, you know, being tortured.
I mean, that's what makes you a stronger chef, though. Well, sometimes people are like, you know, you guys can be so hard on us. I'm like, hard. I'm like everybody's mom. I'm like, you know, like, don't do that again. When I was apprenticing, I would be yelled at all the time.
The cooks have a different mindset. I don't know if you can't get away with that anymore now. No way.
My first time when I got to North America, I was the big bad English boy that came out of a 2 Michelin star on a Friday, and I tried to implement that on a Monday. It didn't really work.
It's not even that long ago. I mean, I'm 32. I did that when I was 19, and talking now, like, the industry's like on its head, because that doesn't exist anymore.
Which is good, I think. I mean, I used to be scared to go to work.
The restaurant I took over in Tofino was run by a fiery Chilean woman. I learned a lot about working hard from her, but it was her approach towards people and how she treated us that made me decide I was never going to run a kitchen like that.
It breaks a lot of people, it makes a lot of people, and there's no grey areas. It's one or the other. What I can say now, or what I was said previously, I can get away with now. It's a shame, really.